Albert Breer from Sports Illustrated. His thoughts on the Browns' offensive tackle position.
If there's a position where they're going to add over the course of the summer, it'd probably be the tackle spot. DeJuan Jones looks functional and serviceable as the left tackle. I don't know if he'll wind up being a great left tackle. He's getting a lot of great work in against Myles Garrett, going up against him basically on every snap. At right tackle, you got veteran Jack Conklin. Both these guys have had injury issues, and the real problem for the Browns is the lack of depth behind those two.
Well, in Bush, they did address that. You know, Cornelius Lucas has played a lot of NFL football. You've got Tevin Jenkins, who you can slide over there as well. But, you know, anytime you're talking about guys that have missed multiple things, doesn't matter who the quarterback is, offensive line, that is going to be the key to if this offense is okay or is as bad as it was last year.
Yeah, you know, the blow of Quinshon Judkins hurts a lot because they were going to give him a lot of carries. I think one thing also, too, the investment in the new offensive line coaches. I go to practice and I'm watching the guys out there. They've really gone back to the drawing boards in terms of really teaching this thing up on the drawing board on being physical, the why, you know, the different formations that they're giving them. You know, when they're up there now, they're giving them 3 to 4 different formations and learning, hey, your blocking assignment is going to change based on whatever or whoever decides to come or show up in the box. So we might need to double team this guy to a backside guy. Hey, we might need to straight up double team this guy and leave a guy open because the cutback will come. Maybe we need to run zone steps on here. So they're doing a much better job of teaching that. They're out there in practice earlier, doing pre-practice. They're being physical. And the offensive line coach, he's a jerk. And you need this. You need a tough, you know what, as an offensive line coach. 2 guys that you should have that should not have any friends on the coaching staff is your offensive line coach and the strength and conditioning coach. Both of those guys need to be in arguments with defensive line coach, coordinators, all the above. And one thing that they cannot be afraid to do is fire and motivate veterans. I heard them out there on Wyatt Teller. I heard them talking to Ethan Pochich. I heard them calling DeJuan Jones. Hey, get over here right now. You know what he's an offensive line coach. And to me, the biggest thing that they did, when you talk about that tackling period, yes, that's a big one. But now it's no longer we're gonna deal with you with kid gloves. We're not gonna do kid gloves on the offensive line. We get in the vet. I said, dang, he talking to Joe Bitonio like that? He do know Joe Bitonio thought about leaving. Don't be too harsh on him, coach. We still want to get him to the season, but that's going to be a big part of it, and I'm all for it because, like you are correct. It don't matter who they got at quarterback. If they was doing the same stuff that they were doing last year, where it was turnstiles and people just jumping in the backfield, offside penalties, false starts, illegal man downfield stuff, the Browns might win 2 games if they want to keep playing like that. So I will say that he is correct. The key to what them doing is the offensive line, how well they could be physical and run, and how well they could protect the quarterback.
Yep, and you know what? Kid gloves get put away every Sunday afternoon or Thursday or Monday night when you play as well. So no need to use them in practice because they're not going to be there come game time.